In the news this week is One Nation pitching to the right crowd. Expert analysis on Pauline Hanson's exclusive interview regarding youth issues.
Also, new penalties introduced to clamp down on sharing intimate pictures without consent.
WA Police unveiled its new command centre to improve crime fighting efforts.
And faulty speed cameras are switched off following recent fine faults.
And on Western Perspective, how the cost of tourism is affecting visitors to Western Australia.
This is the Evening News with Ivan Leung and Danielle Staniskov.
Good evening. Following our exclusive interview with One Nation leader Pauline Hanson, political experts are weighing in on Ms Hanson's appeal or lack thereof to new young voters and how she is perceived by the mainstream media. Reporter Taylor Hanna has this exclusive insight.
Pauline Hanson has always been a controversial, outspoken member in Australian politics. Her party ideals and values are more commonly shared with older generations. But what about younger generations that are new to politics and voting? This was her response when asked why are young people so disconnected when it comes to politics.
They haven't experienced life, they haven't had a job, they've never gone out to do anything, they haven't paid taxes, they have no idea. So you want to give them the vote? There's more to life than that. They have to experience life to understand why they're voting and how they should be voting.
Political expert Dr Ian Cook thinks that she has not seized the opportunity to better pitch One Nation at younger Australians.
I found her a little bit dismissive toward younger Australians in the interview and generally taking up that old person's position that, you know, the classic whinge young people today, they're not this, they don't work hard enough, they're not willing to do. I mean, it's just a classic old person stuff that we've heard over and over again.
Dr Cook explained the traditional One Nation policies are not translating to young people due to a skewed media representation. He said there are youth issues that the party supports, but they are not publicised by major outlets as they are uninterested in broad representation of the party.
You know, we're seeing a sort of caricature of One Nation being portrayed in the media, and it's certainly what the major parties want. They want them to be, you know, treated as they're a joke, because that'll mean everybody's only got the alternative of voting major party.
Taylor Hanna, WAMN News.
People sharing intimate images without consent will face tough penalties as the state government steps up its fight against revenge explicit images. The bill amendment means that perpetrators will face jail up to 3 years and maximum fines of $18,000 if caught. Nelson Liu has a summary.
There's new hope for victims of revenge pornography, with new laws to crack down on sharing intimate images. The bill will criminalise the non-consensual distribution of intimate and edited sexually explicit images and carry a jail sentence of 18 months to 3 years and fines of up to $18,000. It won't make it a criminal offence for consenting parties to exchange images, only for them to distribute them further without consent. The state government says it'll put an end to the dehumanising practice.
It's very, very serious. This is abuse by sexual images. And it's got to stop.
Now, the new legislation has drawn support from advocates, including victim Noelle Martin, whose photos were stolen from her social media pages as a teenager and edited into pornographic material. She's been affected for the past 6 years, but believes the new laws will give hope to victims like herself.
I'm extremely grateful and very happy that the Labor government has today decided no more.
Nelson Liu, WAMN News.
The State Operations Command Centre is set to officially open on Monday, July 2nd, coinciding with the commencement of the new Fremantle and Mandurah Police Districts. Based at the Mainland's Incident Control Centre, the newly renovated centre has state-of-the-art equipment, allowing links in through CCTV, and will have particular focus on police response to serious and critical incidents. Acting as the nerve centre, police aims to provide a better response and a more integrated intelligence network system for commands across all districts.
This centre will service all 15 districts throughout Western Australia, and it will be very much a nerve centre for the West Australian Police Force, and will be a huge asset to WA Police when it comes to critical incidents.
WA speed cameras are experiencing more issues with fixed red light speed cameras to be switched off following faulty readings and incorrect fines issued. Police have revealed 8 cameras, including the Forest Highway point-to-point speed camera, have been put into test mode after a number of incorrect readings and radar bounces. The cameras will still be collecting data, but they will not be finding speeding drivers in test mode. However, police remind drivers it's not an excuse to speed.
So we'll be saying to the community they're in test mode at the moment. They won't be returned to production mode, if you like, until they've been fully independently tested and verified to be working.
Australia's plastic bag ban comes to effect this week, with supermarkets no longer offering single-use plastic bags. Instead, customers will be able to purchase reusable paper bags at a cost of approximately 15 cents each, but are strongly encouraged to bring their own reusable bags every time they do shopping. According to Planet Ark, only 3% of Australia's plastic bags are being recycled. The reduction of plastic bags will mean less harmful plastics ending up in landfill and will have a positive effect on our ecosystem.
So this ban that we're seeing today will be good for the environment. We know that about 7 million of those single-use lightweight plastic bags end up littered. Over 3/4 of the rubbish that's found on the Australian coastline is plastic. We really do need to do more to tackle the scourge of single-use plastic.
Following the historic summit between USA and North Korean leaders, US President Donald Trump will be meeting Russian President Vladimir Putin in Finland capital Helsinki in July this year. Both leaders are expected to discuss mutual and international issues, particularly Syria and Ukraine. Foreign ministers from Russia and USA will be laying the summit's groundwork in the next 2 weeks. Police have seized a huge amount of valuable items from former Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak's properties as the investigation towards alleged money laundering continues. Authorities believe the seized items worth more than $330,000, including valuables and cash. However, the former PM discussed the amount, refuting the claims made as political attacks.
And here's Lucas De Paz with a quick preview on the World Cup matches coming up this week.
We are now at the business end of the FIFA World Cup 2018 in Russia. The holders, Germany, are out, and the next fortnight will determine who the new world champions will be. Spain versus Russia will be on tonight from 10 p.m. Five-time champions Brazil will take on Mexico on Monday at 10 p.m, followed up by Croatia versus Denmark at 2 a.m. Switzerland and Sweden face off on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Colombia will play England for the final quarter-final spot on Wednesday at 2 a.m. All matches will be live on SBS and Optus Sport.
Thank you, Nelson. And that's our weekly news and current affairs. For all the latest happenings, you can visit our website and Facebook page.
From Daniel, myself and the rest of the team until 8 o'clock next Sunday, a very good evening to you.
Good night.